Hi y'all, I am filming a reaction video? Hi hi YouTube. It's been like years. I think it's been literal years since I've posted anything on YouTube. But you know what? I am so excited about J-Hope's new album Jack in the Box that I decided, you know what? I'm gonna film my reaction, find out. So I'm gonna watch his new music video and listen to the album. I think this video is probably just gonna be Arson, the song that just came out, the J Hope Arson. Let me open it up. Oh, the anticipation. Oh my god, there it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, y'all, you ready? Are you ready for this? Because I don't think I'm ready for this. This is I'm gonna try to stop a lot and comment on all of the things and say all of the things that are running through my head as I watch this. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited! I'm so nervous. Why am I nervous about this? What is J Hope gonna do to us? What is gonna happen right now? Let's go. I'm excited. The fire's being reversed. We're going back in time. Just commenting on that. That's the 405 North. That's, well, not necessarily in LA, but I feel like it's probably supposed to be LA. Tangent about interstate names in the United States, for those who don't know. Okay, I'm gonna back to this. I'm excited. Reverse fire. Is that just like a banner of a house? I'm sorry, I'm pausing a lot because I have a lot of thoughts here. That's like a banner of a house. Okay. Hobie. Okay, I want to hear that beat come in. Let's burn. The framing with the bridge above, so good. I know I'm pausing a lot. Okay. There's a bike in the background. Let's say 94. I wonder what that is. He's like, the way he's walking is kind of like, he's kind of like, it's not quite stumbling, but his like, it's not like a natural walk. There's this very like staccato feel to the way he's walking, which is really interesting to me. And I don't have a lot of thoughts on it. I'm just noticing it. Also, just the framing of the shot is, I love the framing of the shot and the colors, the way they have like the dark clouds. This can't be LA if there's clouds. No. Okay, stuff's burning. Yeah, his like steps are, oh, there's people in the background. Oh, what is this? The people are on fire. Okay, so far, I'm thinking about this. I read some articles that were like interviews with Hobie, and one of the things I remember him commenting on was that this song, Arson, is about this, like, how he's had this fire, and he's at this, like, crossroads where he can either put out the fire, which is the fire being, like, this metaphor for, like, what drives him and his passion. He could either put the fire out, or he's gonna, like, build on the fire. And so this is, like, his moment to decide. And so far, it looks like he's choosing fire. He's choosing to let things burn, because he is saying burn, and everything's on fire. I don't know. We've really just had 1 minute entirely of just Hobie walking and rapping and like no camera changes going on. There was something I was seeing recently about how music videos have to keep changing their perspective and their scenes a lot in like 2022 because our attention spans are so small that we can't handle if it's one shot. We need a new shot. Give us a new shot. So it's really interesting that he's chosen to not have all the new shots. His previous one, More, did like quickly go through a lot of shots once we had that like brief long intro, long in air quotes. But this, there's like, the only movement is just the camera walking and all of the focus is on him. And you know what? He can do it. He can pull it off because he's interesting enough. Let's go back a couple seconds. It's a lot of smoke. We can't see him anymore. Something's gonna happen. That's all I'm saying. Okay, now he's burnt. Did he go into the fire? Because he was all pristine, and now he's come out like completely burnt. He's like, the smoke's cleared. And that fire was already going, but he's now been burnt by that. That's interesting. It's interesting. I feel like I'm focusing more on the visuals because I'm not reading the lyrics right now. I'm feeling the rhythm, but I'm not really, I like that. Wait, I saw another highway sign. That's 60? So that's not an interstate highway. That's really interesting. So the reason I'm looking at these this closely is because you know that never in a BTS video are those random details just random details. Somebody has decided what number should be on those signs. There's a reason for it. So I'm really curious if there will be, looking at it, if there's a connection with the numbers. We had 405, and then I think we had 94, and this is 60. I don't know if there's anything there. I don't know. It's burnt now. It's gone. That like pristine house that we had, that backdrop, it's gone. It's burnt. You can see the little like edges of it flapping. And that's that same bridge. He's back to where he was. Oh my god. Hobie's heart and soul. Is his heart singing? What is this fire doing to him? Arson? I have so many thoughts. I have so many thoughts. What just happened? If the fire is his like passion for making music, which I think is what he was saying in one of the interviews I was reading, and he comes out like looking at like his cheeks are like burned, like, and it looks like there's fire under his cheeks almost. Bam, that. First of all, that is a freaking look. The glow, like, in his cheeks. Also, I feel like, okay, so last video for More, we got the Hobie skeleton, and now we got Hobie's, like, arteries and heart. I don't know, is this Hobie, like, being fully exposed? Is it, like, a metaphor for this being, you know, more of the stuff that he hasn't been able to show us. Like before, we've only had Skin Deep, and now we're getting his skeleton, his, you know, his cardiac system. What's going on here? Man, I don't know how to process this. I think I just need to listen to the whole thing again. I need to put my headphones on because I don't have a good audio setup. I need to fix some audio setup for the future if I want to do this some more. Because right now, it's only recording the audio via my microphone. So I couldn't really hear the video very well because I've turned it up loud enough for me to hear. You wouldn't be able to hear me. I was listening to Butter as my, like, test. That's totally a lesbian pride flag. I feel like you probably can't hear it, but I just want to hear it now. I can hear so much more of it. Oh my god. I can feel the, like, old school hip-hop inspiration. There's this sound in the background, this I can't replicate it very well, but I really like it. I'm really enjoying that, like, layer added. God, his flow. Like, the sounds of his mouth. I'm so curious to see this on stage. I can't go to Lollapalooza, but I'm absolutely gonna be watching some videos from Lollapalooza, seeing what this man does with the stage. This feels like a song that would be really fun to recreate with a loop pedal and vocals. Because I feel like there's a lot of, like, layers of looping, and there was that moment where he broke it down. Okay, I gotta watch with lyrics, but the lyrics aren't gonna show up on the screen, but I'm gonna be able to see the lyrics. So, okay, one thing before I go into the lyrics, I have found that Big Hit's English captions on their videos are not very good. They're, like, acceptable, but they often... Sometimes, like, so with More, one of them was, like, my highlighting's the art of learning, which is, like, a nonsensical phrase in English, and I, like, read through lots of fan translations that made way more sense. It was more humble than the English captions were, so it was really interesting, and so I'm gonna watch with Big Hit's translations, but I feel like, in general, if you want to understand their lyrics, the lyrics on their music videos, the English captions are, like, very rough, and then if you go through fans who've, like, nitpicked things and read fan translations, you can get a better idea. Why are fans better at this? Oh god, I'm really liking the beat. It's burn. No, it's done. When I shower in petrol to... Hold on. These lyrics said when I shower in petrol... when I sweat, I shower in petrol to set a fire on my feet, on my legs. And there's the people running around on fire right at that line. Okay, that's... Okay, so I feel like I get that, like, visual better. So he's started out talking about his ambitions, and his, like, drive. And in a way that's not necessarily saying, like, good. He was talking about, like, fame, money, popularity, you know, all this stuff that maybe he's been chasing, which is interesting. Maybe those other people running around are people who've also set themselves on fire for their dreams. With my fans, with my fellas, with my label, we burn brighter. Classic BTS going, thanks to my fans and thanks to my brothers in the band. It's classic BTS. We went to I Want to Be a Piece of Peace to fuck off. It's okay. It's not... So, like, one thing I will say is that people have been... Some of the reactions to More initially were like, whoa, this is a totally new side of J-Hope we've never seen before. And I was like, no, not really. I mean, like, yes, musically, this is something that he hasn't really done before. This, like, rock, hip-hop. Like, the old school hip-hop stuff was stuff that isn't really unexpected from J-Hope. But this, like, darker J-Hope, I don't necessarily feel like is completely new. It's one that hasn't been emphasized. There's been bits and pieces of this darker side of him, but he's focused most of his career on this very positive, upbeat hope image, and so now he's kind of exploring, I guess, the other side of the coin, Who knew the world would go up in flames? Fire too big to put out. Oh shit. Oh shit. Fire too big to put out? Oh shit. So maybe this is exploring his, like, feeling of, like, you know, in chapter 1 of BTS and their early, and especially their early beginnings, they were just fighting to, you know, have some kind of recognition, and they just kept fighting. They just kept asking for more, and they're like, I can do more, I can do better, like, I can, give me a chance. And then the world's kind of been like, okay, here you go, you're the biggest boy band in the world. And maybe he's like reflecting on whether he went into that, like, I don't know, I feel like you can't go into that really knowing what it will mean. So now he's kind of having this moment of, like, okay, I chase my dreams, and all of a sudden I'm here. I've, like, set this, like, massive fire. I've set the whole world on fire. Like, what do I do with this? I didn't know it was gonna get this big. I feel like that's kind of what's going on here. A dark path, like, suit awaits, even when the fire is out. This is also interesting because it connects back, in my mind, to Black Swan, where he's, like, asking these questions about, like, what happens after this fire. And Black Swan really, like, talks about their, like, fears of that, like, first death for a performer when you stop performing, or for an artist, really, that, like, first death when you no longer feel that passion. So I guess he's also talking about, like, when this fire is out, you know, like, what's gonna be left of it. There's like, what has he destroyed, you know? Using the metaphor of fire is a much darker way of looking at that than I think Black Swan was. But I feel like there's some, like, parallels here with Black Swan. Put out the fire, burn even brighter. And he says it's done. So has he already decided? I feel like he's decided to burn brighter. I really like that he's getting this chance to explore these darker themes. Getting to explore these themes right after BTS has spent the last couple years really trying to be, like, a comfort to people in pandemic. And, like, if you look back on their years through pandemic, like with Dynamite, where they just wanted to put out, like, this positive energy at the start of pandemic, and, like, look through that, like, that last chunk of their career with, like, Dynamite, Butter, Permission to Dance has been, like, so much focus on, like, trying to give this, like, hopeful energy to the world at a time that's been really hard for a lot of people and really confusing just globally. I feel like this feels like a big, like, thematic jump from that. And I think it's only because they're doing solo projects that they really, like, he could really, like, talk about this stuff. Other points in BTS's trajectory, this sort of talk wouldn't feel as un-BTS, but right now BTS's, like, message has been so hopeful and positive that it would be weird for this song to be coming from the group as a whole, I feel like. But yeah, this is really interesting, and I look forward to the fan, like, breakdowns of the song. Should I listen to the whole album right now? There's, what, 10 tracks? Can I listen to the whole album? I totally forgot to record an ending to this video because I was too excited to go listen to the album, but that's going to be a separate video, and I don't know when it's going to be up, but I will get it up when I've finished editing it. Almost done editing this. So thank you for hanging out and watching and listening with me. If I do more of these, I'll work on a better audio setup and everything. This was kind of just a spur of the moment idea that I had because I was just so excited. But yeah. Thank you, and stay awesome, y'all. Bye.